So good morning dear students. In today's session we'll start with the MCQs of a chapter Kinetic Theory of Gases. So here in the question number 1, so pressure versus temperature graph of an ideal gas has been shown according to the diagram. So here the diagram is represented like this. So when we observe the diagram, so here the temperature, this we consider as a T naught, and here the temperature 2 times of a T naught, and here the pressure P naught, and here the pressure is 3 times of a P naught here. So this is the temperature and this is the pressure along the y-axis. So these are the given graphs here. Now, so when we observe the graph, so this is the first point and this is corresponding a second point. This we are going to observe like this. So now, if we observe, so what is the density of a gas at point A is? So you have to identify the density at point A. So this is the point A and this is what we given as a point B. Okay. So according to ideal gas equation, so we have that is given by, so PV is equal to mu RT. So this is the ideal gas equation. So from the given diagrams, so we are going to observe, so mass divided by density. So volume can be replaced, mass divided by density, that is equals to mu RT. Now in that equation again we are going to observe, so P is equal to mu R into T into rho divided by, so divided by M value, or else we can write P divided by T is directly proportional to what here? Density. So these are the given data. So if we compare the equation, also if we compare the diagram here, there we can write rho naught is directly proportional to P naught divided by T naught here. Next, so when we calculate rho dash, so that is directly proportional to 3 times of P naught divided by 2 times of T naught. So here again we can write rho dash directly proportional to 3 divided by 2 multiplied by rho naught here. So this is a option. So according to question number 1, so we have the option B. So option B is the right one. Next, question number 2. So here a cylinder contains 11 liters of oxygen. So the volume is given, 12 liters of oxygen at a temperature of a 20 degrees Celsius. So here the initial temperature that we can consider T1. So T1 is equal to 20 degrees Celsius. This implies 20 plus 273. This will be 293 Kelvin. And the initial, it has 12 liters of a volume. So V1 is 12 liters. So 12 liters is given. Next, the pressure P1 is equal to 15 atmospheric pressure. Now, the temperature of the gas is raised to 35 degrees Celsius here. So T2 is equal to 35 degree Celsius. So 35 plus 273, this will be 308 Kelvin. And the volume, when the temperature increased, so it is going to observe 17 liters. So it is going to observe 17 liters. What about the P2 value? So now, so from the given data, P2 into V2 divided by T2 is equal to P1 into V1 divided by T1. This implies P2 is equal to P1 into V1 into T2 divided by V2. So this implies P2 is equal to, now the P1 is 15. Next V1 is 12 liters multiplied by T2. So temperature is 308 divided by, so again divided by, now the temperature here T1. So V2 into T1. So V2 is 17. Next T1. So T1 value is 293. So on simplification, we will get this as a 11 atmospheric pressure. So the option is B. So for the question number 2, so we have the option B here. Next, so question number 3. If the pressure and volume of a certain quantity of an ideal gas are held, then its temperature. So what happens to its temperature? Whenever we are going to observe, again P1 into V1 divided by T1 is equal to P2 into V2 divided by T2. Next, T2 is equal to P2 into V2 into T1 divided by P1 into V1. So now the pressure is held. So P1 divided by 2 as well as volume is also held. So V1 divided by 2 multiplied by T1 again divided by P1 into V1. So these two will get cancelled. This implies T2 is equal to 1 divided by 4 into T1. So this implies, so it is going to reduce 1/4 of our original value. So the temperature is reducing 1/4 here. So that's the reason option is again B. So question number 3, so we have the option B here. Next, question number 4. So two flasks V1 and V2 are the volumes and the certain same gas at the pressure is P1 and P2. Next, so here they are connected or else they are mixed like this. When we observe P1 and P2 is the pressure of the same gas, V1 and V2 is the volume of the same gas, so that we can observe P multiplied by V1 plus V2 is equal to mu RT. So this is the equation. But here it is mixed with a different amount of pressure and volume, so that mu is equal to mu1 plus mu2. So that mu is equal to mu1, that can be taken as P1 into V1 divided by R into T plus mu2, so pressure is P2 and the volume is V2 again divided by R into T. So this implies mu is equal to P1 V1 plus P2 V2 divided by R into T. Now on substituting in this equation, so P is into V1 plus V2 is equal to, so we have the equation P1 V1 plus P2 V2 divided by RT multiplied by RT. So these two will get cancelled. Again we have P is equal to P1 V1 plus P2 V2 divided by V1 plus V2. So this is the value. So now fourth question, we have the option A. Next, so question number 5. So pressure versus temperature of a given graph. So when we observe the graph, so we have to identify what kind of a volume you are going to observe here. So let us see the given graph first. So when we observe the graph, it is given pressure along the y-axis, temperature along the x-axis, and we have two lines like this. This is the first line and this is the second line. Here the point is given as a point 1 and this point is given as a point 2. And similarly here it is given this as a point 3 and this as a point 4 here. So now when we observe here, the value what we obtain, we can say, so volume and the first slope it will be equals. So V1 is equal to V2 and we can say V3 is equal to what here? V4. Now, so on comparing, there we can say slope of the first graph. So slope of the first graph, it is always lesser than a slope of a second graph. So this is 3-4 graph. So now when it is lesser here, we can say V2 is greater than V3 because pressure and volume are inversely proportional, but according to graph pressure and temperature are directly proportional. So that is the reason. So we are going to observe option is third one. So for the fifth question we have the option C. Next, question number 6. So here, the mean translational kinetic energy of a perfect gas molecule at a temperature T is. So just we have to remember a theoretical equation of a kinetic energy of gases, that is given by E is equal to. So we have the equation given by EB is equal to 3 by 2 KB multiplied by T. So where KB represents Boltzmann's constant. So that is the reason. So for the question number 6, we have the option C. Next, so two perfect gases having masses M1 and M2, temperature T1 and T2. So here two perfect gases having a mass M1 and M2 and the temperature T1 and T2. Next, so here then it is having a molecular weights. So molecular weights of the first one is M1 and for the second one it is M2. Next, if it is given the final temperature of the mixture is, so we have to identify what is the mixture of this particular gases. So what is the amount of a final temperature of this mixed given gases here? Let us write a temperature on mixing. So this is given by mu1 into T1 plus mu2 into T2 divided by, so divided by mu1 plus mu2. So this is mu1 plus mu2 here. Now, so from this equation we can write, so T mixture is equal to mu1 is given by M1 divided by capital M1 multiplied by T1 plus, again we can write M2 divided by capital M2 multiplied by T2, again divided by, so divided by, now this is M1 divided by capital M1 plus small m2 divided by capital M2. So this is the equation. So now according to the options, so we have for the seventh one, option is C. So question number 8. The kinetic theory of gases gives a formula, that is what we observe, PV is equal to, so PV is equal to 1 by 3 NmV square. So this is a formula. Now for the pressure P enclosed by a gas in a given volume V, the term Nm is representing, so Nm representing the mass of the gas present in the molecule. So that's what we can say. N is going to represent number of moles. So this is the number of moles here, and this is what we can consider molecular mass. So this is a molecular mass here. So total, so one number of molecular mass multiplied by number of moles, that gives a total mass of the, so total mass of what here, gas present in the volume. So total mass of gas present in a particular volume V value. So this is the option. So according to this one, so option is B. So for the 8th one, we have option B here. Next, so question number 9. So which one of the following is not an assumption of a kinetic theory of a gases? So we have already taken what are the assumptions of a kinetic theory of gases. In that one, the volume occupied by the molecules of a gas is negligible. So this is also assumption. So because the volume of a molecules is always very, very lesser than volume of a gas. So this was the first assumption. Next, the force of attraction between the molecules is negligible. In the sense, we have taken in the assumption as intermolecular forces is negligible. So that's what second option is right. Next, the third one. So collision between the molecules are elastic. So all the molecules are having same size and the same shape. That's what the collision between the molecules we consider as elastic, not an inelastic. So now fourth one, all molecules have same speed. It is not an assumption because all the molecules are moving in a random direction with a different amount of velocity. all the molecules are not having same amount of velocity. They are having different amount of velocity which are moving in a random direction. So that's the reason. So for the question number 9, so we have the option D. So option is D here. Next, question number 10. The average kinetic energy of a gas molecules is. So average kinetic energy of a gas molecules. Already we have taken the formula. So average kinetic energy, that is given by 3 by 2 multiplied by Kb into temperature. So Boltzmann's constant here. So average kinetic energy is directly proportional to what here? Temperature. So that's what option is fourth one. Proportional to absolute temperature. So for the question number 10, we have the option D. Next, question number 11. According to the kinetic theory of gases, molecules of a gas behave like. So molecules of a gas behaves like the first one. So they are moving in a random direction, and one more is very important. It are always having perfect elastic collisions. So they have a perfect elastic collision. The reason is they have same amount of what? Same amount of shape and same amount of size. So size as well as shape of a molecules remains constant. So that's the reason. So they always have a perfect elastic collision. So according to the question number 11, so the option is for this one B. So option is second one. Next, so question number 12. So the average kinetic energy of a gas molecules at a low density of 27 degrees Celsius is. So we have to identify average kinetic energy. So that is given by 3 by 2 multiplied by Kb into what here? A temperature. Next, in that one, again we are going to substitute 3 by 2 multiplied by a Boltzmann's constant value 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23. Next, multiplied by now the temperature. So the temperature was given 27 degrees Celsius, 27 plus what we can write here? 273. Again, the simplification form here 3 by 2 into 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23 into 300. So this is the values. In that one, again we can write 3 into 3. So this will be 9 by 2 into 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 23 into 10 to the power of plus 2m. In that one, so if you simplify, we can write 4.5 into 1.38 into 10 to the power of minus 21. So just to see the option here, so when we observe, so this will be 6.21 into 10 to the power of minus 21 joules. So option is for question number 12, this will be option D. So option is D here. Next, question number 13. So when we observe question number 13 here, if F is a degree of a freedom, so F is a degree of a freedom, then Cp divided by Cv is. So what is the Cp divided by Cv? Let us see the equation. So Cp is equal to Cv plus R, or else we can write Cp minus Cv is equal to what here? R value. When we divide both sides by the Cv, we can write the equation like this. So Cp divided by Cv minus 1 is equal to R divided by Cv. In this implies, so we can write Cp divided by Cv, that will be gamma minus 1 is equal to R divided by Cv. Or else we can write Cv is equal to R divided by gamma minus 1. So here from this equation we can say Cp divided by Cv is equal to what here? Gamma. But so when we have the gamma, so gamma is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by F. So where F represents degrees of a freedom. So F represents degrees of a freedom of a given gas molecules. So option is for the 13th one, we have B. So option is B here. Next, question number 14. So here, so for the question number 14, we are going to observe For a nitrogen, Cp minus Cv is equal to X. So Cp minus Cv is equal to X here. For the organ, so Cp minus Cv is equal to X for which one here? Nitrogen. So for the nitrogen, Cp minus Cv is equal to what here? X value. Whereas Cp minus Cv is equal to Y for which one here? Organ gas. So this is for the organ gas here. If that is the case, what is the equation? So according to the first option, so already we have taken Cp minus Cv is equal to what here? R. So R in the sense this is called as universal gas constant. So which will be constant for any gas. So which will be constant for any gas. That is the reason. So when we compare these two equations, we can say directly X is equal to Y. So X is equal to what here? Y. So according to the question number 14, we have the option A. So it's the option A here. Next. So next question number 15. Here Cp divided by Cv is a gamma. Then molecular weight is M. The specific heat capacity at constant pressure is. So we have to identify Cp value. So in order to identify again Cp value, so there we are going to observe Cp minus Cv is equal to what we can write? R value. In that one, Cp divided by Cv is equal to what here? Gamma. So Cp divided by Cv is equal to gamma here, and in that equation there we are going to observe, so that's what we can write, gamma minus 1 is equal to what here? R value. So again divided by Cv. Now in that one again we are going to observe, so Cv is equal to, so Cv is equal to R divided by gamma minus 1. So this is the equation. But what it is required to calculate here? So actually ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so specific heat capacity at constant volume. So you have to identify at constant volume here. So in order to identify at constant volume, so ಇದನ್ನು constant volume na identification ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ there we are going to identify. So again there we are going to identify so here we are going to identify so we can alter the equation like this also. So when we alter the equation, that is what we can write, dividing it by a Cp. So everywhere if we divide it by a Cp, there we are going to observe 1 minus 1 divided by gamma is equal to what here? R divided by Cp. So because at a constant pressure they ask to calculate. So that's what we can write. So gamma minus 1 divided by gamma is equal to R divided by Cp. This implies Cp is equal to R into gamma divided by gamma minus 1. But for a specific heat capacity of a molecular weight M value, again we have a Cp is equal to gamma into R divided by M multiplied by gamma minus 1. So this is the equation. So according to this question, option is C. So for the 15th question, we have this option is C here. Next. So now the question is 1 mole of a monoatomic gas is mixed with what here? 3 mole of a diatomic gas. So whenever we have 1 mole of a gas, so 1 mole of a gas, so mu1 is equal to 1 mole and it is mixed with 3 mole of a diatomic gas. So 3 mole of what here? Diatomic gas, 1 mole of what here? Monoatomic gas. So this is corresponding to the monoatomic gas and here it is corresponding to the diatomic gas. Now the question is what it is asked to calculate molar specific heat capacity at a constant volume. So we have to identify what is the specific heat capacity at constant volume. So here two gases are mixed. So specific heat capacity at constant volume when both the gases are mixed here. So that's what we can write mu1 multiplied by C1 अथवा CV1 plus what we can write mu2 multiplied by CV2 divided by again we can write mu1 plus what here mu2 value. So this is a mixture of gas when we consider specific heat capacity at constant volume. In that one mu1, so mu1 is 1 mole here multiplied by monoatomic gas. So monoatomic gas in the sense we can write 3 by 2 multiplied by R here. So for this one we have 3 by 2 into R value. Next plus second one here we are going to observe mu2 value. So mu2 in the sense we have 3 moles multiplied by for a diatomic gas we have CV is equal to 5 divided by R into, so 5 divided by 2 into R here. So again we can write, so 5 divided by 2 into what we can write R divided by, so divided by again we are going to observe mu1 plus mu2. So this will be 1 plus 3 here. So because number of moles is 1 mole and mu2 number of moles is 3 moles. Next if you simplify 3R divided by 2 again plus we can identify 15R divided by 2 again whole divided by 4 here. So if you simplify 18R divided by 2 again whole divided by 4 here. So these two will get cancelled. So this implies CV mixture is equal to 9R divided by 4. So 9R divided by 4 here. So option is for the 16th question. So option is what here? B. So option is B here. Next, so for the question number 17, so question number 17, it is given a gas molecule with the degrees of freedom. So 6 are the degrees of freedom with the law of equipartition of energy gives the following relation. So we are going to identify again Cp minus Cv. So what is the relation we have here? So Cp minus Cv is equal to what we can write R value. So in that one again what it is given so what it is given here Cp. So Cp divided by Cv. So Cp divided by Cv, this will be taken as a gamma. So this is we are going to identify a gamma here. Now the gamma value, so we can write 1 plus 2 divided by F. So this is the formula. So F represents degrees of freedom. So 1 plus 2 divided by, so now degrees of freedom, this will be 6. So this is a given. So because degrees of freedom is given here. So if we simplify, we can write, so 4 divided by 3. So we have 4 divided by 3 here. So now if we substitute here, we can write Cp is equal to, so 4 divided by 3 into Cv. So 4 divided by 3 into what we can write here, Cv. Now, so if I substitute in the first equation, we can write 4 divided by 3 into Cv minus Cv is equal to what here? R value. So further, if we simplify, we can write, so Cv divided by 3 is equal to R here. So if we further subtract and simplify, we can write Cv divided by 3 is equal to R. So this implies Cv is equal to 3 times of R. So Cv is equal to what here? 3 times of R. So according to the question number 17, now the option is D. So fourth option is the right one. Next, so question number 18. So for a given gas, we have R divided by Cv. So we have R divided by Cv is equal to 0.67. So we have the value, that is what we can write, R divided by Cv is equal to 0.67. So this is a given value. Now, so we have to identify what kind of a gas it is. So in order to identify R divided by CV is equal to, we can write gamma minus 1. So the general equation what we obtained in the previous, like Cp minus Cv is equal to R, and dividing it by Cv and dividing it by Cv, so that we can write gamma minus 1 is equal to R divided by Cv. Now, so R divided by Cv, we have 0.67 is equal to gamma minus 1. So, gamma is equal to 1 plus 0.67. So, this implies gamma is equal to 1.67. So, this is the value. Now, this value is always corresponding to the, remember, monoatomic gas. So, for a monoatomic gas, we have the value given by gamma is equal to 1.67. So, according to the question number 18, so option is first one. So, option is A. Next, question number 19 and question number 20. So, let us see. So, when we have question number 19 here, so gamma be the ratio of a specific heat capacity for a given perfect gas, the number of degrees of freedom. So, the number of degrees of freedom, so that value we need to identify. Let us see. So, theoretically, when we have the formula, so that is given by, so mu is equal to 1 plus 2 divided by F. So, in that one, 2 divided by F is equal to, so 2 divided by F is equal to gamma minus 1, or else F is equal to 2 divided by gamma minus 1. So, this is the option. So, according to the question number 19, so option is C. So, option is C here. Next, question number 20, mean free path of a gas molecules is. Let us write the formula first. So, when we write the formula here, mean free path is given by, so mean free path is given by lambda is equal to 1 divided by root 2 pi d square into n. So, this is the general equation. In that one, inversely proportional to, so here the equation represents what here? Inversely proportional to number of the molecules and inversely proportional to square of the diameter of a considered molecule. So, square of the diameter of considered molecule here. So, let us see the options. So, inversely proportional to number of molecules per unit volume, and the second option is inversely proportional to diameter of the molecule, but it should be what here? Square of the diameter. So, square of the diameter. So, that is the reason second option is not a correct one. Next, directly proportional to square root of the absolute temperature. It is not a directly proportional, it is directly proportional to temperature only, but not what here? Square root of the temperature. So, third is the reason, third option is not a right one. Next, directly proportional to pressure. It is not a directly proportional. Remember, mean free path is inversely proportional to pressure here. So, these are the four quantities on which this mean free path is depending. So, that is the reason according to the question number 20, so we have the option, that is what? A. So, option is A here. So, this completes your chapter kinetic theory of gases MCQs. In the next class, we will see the next chapter.